Everyone, you don't understand. I've just had the best fucking day. Like, I've had so many laughs this afternoon. And, it's because of a bunch of fucking conspiracy theorist cookers. Because I've been spending the day watching people smash their fucking TVs. Let's cover where this all comes from, because this starts with a particular guy. He's an Aussie, he's local, I think he's in Melbourne. His name's Fanos. And here's how Australia first discovered Fanos.
Hi, I'm compensate.
I'm Fanos,
And today we're going to show you Panayiotis family, Rocky Road.
We're looking at the guy who was on the right there, Fanos, and he was originally a contestant on Family Food Fight, which I never saw. I don't actually really watch any TV, live-to-air TV. And I'm not sure any of the people you're going to watch do either, or many of them. I don't really. And I don't think many do. You know what I mean? I don't think it's the primary source for information for people. We're not in the 70s or the 80s anymore when people did that whole, turn off your TV sort of thing. That was a wave of like anti-authoritarian action back then. Was very much like, fuck the TV, it's mind controlled, turn it off. That was the 70s, 80s. It's a very different time right now. And the reality is that, mainstream media, in my opinion, is more often than not just playing catch up with whatever is actually being boosted by social media networks, and people who can form a savvy kind of network on social media and take advantage of their ability to information boost through social media or the like. They're the people who are in control of information. And the media is often just verifying or almost like officiating or rubber stamping whatever starts online. That's why I see the mainstream media's role in information dissemination being lately. They usually don't break information so much as they do sort of, officiate it by putting it on at 6 p.m. And people get that intuitive sense of it, right? And I think Fanos is one of these people, because you get this generation of people and they become talking heads in videos. Now, that's what I'm doing right now. Content creators have proliferated. I suspect right now, 3/4 of the world see themselves as a fucking content creator, given the lockdown we're in. But some people get the bug. You know what I mean? Like, not like me, not like you, alright? I'm shit at fucking audience building. Even though I do create stuff, some people get the bug. And I was around, as many of you know, for when I watched a series of people get that bug during the Patriot movement back in 2015-16. And Fanos reminds me, and some of my researcher comrades, of early era Sherman Burgess, Blair Cottrell, because he's just discovering the joys of getting people going, oh, love you, mate, love your work, in the comments, and getting that, virality going. He's discovered it is a certain trade-off, because you've got to jump on the bandwagon of whatever message is being, fertilised by social media at the time. So they always style themselves as truth warriors, but in truth, they're really just sort of having to talk about whatever is most popular at the time. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to let you hear about what Fanos is doing lately. And let me tell you, it's got nothing to do with Family Food Fight.
Alright, this video had to be made. This video had to be made.
You see what I mean? Sherman Burgess energy. You know what I mean? Like video maker. If he was going, he'd be Blair Cottrell,
Alright, I'm not going to lose it. I'm going to stay calm and composed, but I'm going to say some things.
Holy shit! He's got that. You know what they've got? A more precisely diagnose or pinpoint his energy. It's that Romeo Georges energy. That cunt started a generation of these motherfuckers. They all have this kind of like ham energy in their videos. Like, I don't want to get mad. I don't want to fucking get mad, but they push me. I'm going to fucking have to. I'm going to fucking do it. Anyway. Anyway, so let's let this guy posture for a bit, huh?
Right. There's some serious stuff going on at the moment, man.
Yeah, bro.
Look at all the agendas that are flying around right now. Cashless
Agendas.
society. Conveniently in the time frame where this virus has come around. A virus that's swept the nation in 4 fucking months.
Yeah.
And is already global and shut down every economy you can think of.
Yeah.
And then within 4 months of that virus have come around the globe, they're already pushing a vaccine. Not only are they...
Are they?
They're already pushing it. The media is getting on and saying anyone who wouldn't even think about taking the vaccine is an anti-vaxxer. Mate, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm just not a fucking idiot. Right?
Yeah.
There's a difference. It's not a tuberculosis shot, people. You're not taking a shot for polio or a Hep A or Hep B injection, right? This is a vaccine for a fucking virus that's been around for 4 months. And it's a virus. It's a flu. Doesn't that make you ask some questions? This thing's been around for 4 months and a current affairs already pushing that if you didn't take the vaccine, you'd be an anti-vaxxer?
Okay, so that's what, bandwagon Fanos has jumped on. What vaccine? But here's the thing. They are so convinced. So he has to be part of a bandwagon that's like, the vaccine's already here. The WHO and Bill Gates and that have been orchestrating this entire pandemic so that you can be force injected at the other side of it with a vaccine. They've been reading that shit so much, right, that the question of whether the vaccine does or is yet to exist or not, you might be thinking about that. You might be reading columns about that. They're not fucking doing that. They're all convinced it exists and they're just waiting for the right time to put it in you. Now, I say they, I don't really mean Fanos, man. He's got a sugar rush. He's like, as when I said early era Blair Cottrell, Sherman Burgess, whatever. Well, call it Harvey Yemeni, call it Romeo Georges, whatever. These are people who love their heads being in videos. They get an enormous rush from it. And I know, I understand. I've been putting videos out for years. It's addictive. But they get, if they have that moment, and he's having a moment right now, where they get seen as a leader of something, they get a bit of a God complex. And they love the sugar rush. And they can't abandon it. He's just got to toe a certain line. He's got to talk about 5G vaccines, this and that and the other, So he's no less independent than any mainstream media outlet that he might be slagging off in that sense, But I ain't mad at him for getting his sugar rush. Have your sugar supply. If you want 1 million people online to fucking go, oh yeah, Fanos, I love you, mate, I love your work, tell the truth. Good. Anyway, I've been digressing hard. Let's get to the point. Today, Fanos did a big ass stunt, and he put out a video which he'd announced in advance that he would, 12 p.m. And it's him. He was doing a speech, and then he read out something that he said to all of his followers. You're going to have to read this out as well when you copy what I do. So 12 p.m. he did a stunt, which I'm going to show you in full, and read out a speech to the government. And then at 2 p.m., all of his followers were supposed to do the same thing, to copy him, to put out their own videos. Let's go through that video in full right now.
All right, so at 12 o'clock I said I was going to make a mess. We were going to start our first message. Now, shout out goes to Chris for the amazing idea of how we could protest in our own homes and still make a statement. You see this thing here? This thing here is called a television. A vision.
Holy shit.
This thing here has been telling us what to think, what to buy, what to eat, who we should vote for. This thing has been telling us what drugs we should put in our body.
Yeah.
Who we should believe.
Shout out to
And now
anti-vaxxers.
this thing has been terrorizing the world. In 5 months, it's this thing that put everyone in their homes.
Yeah.
It's 5 months, it's this thing that got everyone to be living in fear. So we're going to take the power back. The
Holy
media is
shit.
only so strong as the people who watch it.
Holy shit.
So we're going to take away its advertising revenue.
Holy
How we're
shit.
going to do that? We're going to boycott any type of media. Newspapers, any type of news on mainstream television, anything on Facebook. We no longer watch the media.
Holy
We're
shit.
sick of the lies. And as for the media, I've got a message for you.
Holy shit.
Here's my fucking message.
Whoa!
No longer will we be programmed.
Hey!
No longer.
So hang on, stop. So Fanos has just smashed the TV. That's the big thing. That's the thing. But you notice he's chucked it on the ground and it's like, it didn't really flopped a little bit. I mean, that's what TVs do. If you just chuck them, that was pretty dope the way he held it up too. But if you just chuck them, it's just going to hit the ground. So he's had to pull it back up to show you that it's actually broken. Check it out.
What we
Nice.
do to the media. Now, as for the Australian government,
Oh, holy shit.
I have a message for you too.
Okay.
I, Fanos Panagides,
Yeah.
that's me,
Yeah.
formally put the de facto Australian federal and state governments on notice
Holy shit.
due to the negligent, criminal, treasonous actions towards the Australian people. They're not your people. Along with the consistent, deliberate violations of our Australian Constitution and our God-given rights.
Okay, so we've got everyone. Now, remember, we're dealing with conspiracy theorists here, and there's a distinct like Aussie vibe, like underpinning it all. But there's also an American sort of, this is like there's a lot of loan words and there's a lot of vibe stealing from American shit, because they wouldn't be doing any of this shit without American like conspiracy theorists feeding them a vibe, So like they are all obsessed with the Constitution. Because Americans are all obsessed with the Constitution. So there's way more discussion of the Constitution than, say, of like legislation or acts, or you know what I mean, or Bill of Rights or anything like that. Like they're very, very obsessed with American loan words and loan ideas and what have you. So anyway, let's go.
Effective immediately. I rescind and obliterate my vote, because it's my vote.
Holy shit,
To
he
all
rescinds and
parties
obliterates
within
it.
the Australian government, both state and federal. From now, indefinitely. You no longer have my vote.
He's taking it back.
We are the 99%.
Yeah, so he's taking his vote back. What are you going to do, government? What are you going to fucking make him untake it back? It's official. He's formally gone and done it. That's it now. You fucked up. You fucked with the constitutions too much. And now Fanos has fucking started a revolution right under your fucking nose. Alright, so Fanos has done that shit, yeah? And then what's he done after that? He's then, as I said to you before, 12 p.m, Big Daddy Fanos starts the process. 2 p.m, everyone else is supposed to begin. Let's check out Fanos hyping everyone up for the big 2 p.m. fucking, storm.
All right, 99%. You've seen what the political statement was like.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
You've seen that it's in the comfort of your own home,
Yep.
right? You're not breaking any laws. You're not doing anything against any of our so-called rules at the moment, right? You're in the comfort of your own home. And you know what? It's freedom of speech. Get out there and use your voice. Because that was a statement.
Oh.
2 o'clock, you know what to do. Let's do it.
Yeah, so he started the vibe, you know what I mean? He started the process, and the storm, look, it was actually slightly before 2 p.m. that the storm began. And here was the first video that we saw.
I think of your Freemason, your COVID-19 bullshit propaganda on all your media outlets.
Uh-oh, fuck you, Freemasons. Here we go. This is going to deal him a blow. Here we go. Oh, he puts it into slow motion. Fuck yeah! Bam! Bill Gates would fucking hate this. Everyone, imagine this fucking hammer going right into the WHO offices as they come to your house for that fucking forced injection, you know, going into their fucking heads, you know. They know. They see it coming. Not to be fucked with, hey. Oh, look at him. See, they always get this vibe afterwards. They chuck it down. It's sick, you know? Because they feel like fucking hardcore after they've done that. It's sick.
We aren't going to take this shit anymore.
So, okay, I need to reiterate something I said at the start of the video at this point. I like a lot of these people. I really do. And I'm not necessarily here to rag on them. You know, can I say something? There's a fucking cottage industry of fucking experts who don't spend any time looking at any of this shit. And they're out there going, oh, the far right are doing this. The far right are making everyone believe in these things. The far right want everyone to blow up 5G towers. I'm here to say, before we move on, that is absolute shit, and I say that as an anti-fascist who knows perfectly well what far-right actually look like, and I say that as someone, most importantly, who has actually spent the time to look at these people and what they're actually doing. They're not far-right. There might be far-right people sitting back eating popcorn, hoping that they blow more shit up because they're accelerationists. Yes. There might be people who are in there trying to manipulate them because this is the kind of thing that far-right people do. Yes, but this, and people don't know this right now, and they won't know it for so long as fucking cottage industry, fucking academics and ring-in fucking experts and whatever keep telling them the fucking rubbish and not spending any time focusing on it. This is an authentic springtime moment that reminds me of the start of the Patriot movement. And that's why you've got all these people doing this weird performance art online. Okay? It's got nothing to do with far right. It's got nothing to do with anything that's come before it. It's a real, authentic thing and it needs looking at. And I'll tell you what else needs looking at. The rest of the videos. Now, this came out just before 2 p.m. and I swear to God it was my fucking favourite one. It is incredible. Let's hit it. Yes! Fucking shooting, they're axing. Seesaw and both sitting on TVs, I think.
Знаю, любишь, когда жестко, знаю, любишь, когда грубо. В клубе в женском туалете кровь мне исписала грубо. И совсем не наркоманка, хоть и поступила.
There's that fucking German techers in the background too, hey. That had big dick energy. That had like, you know what? I don't know, many of you may or may not know my 2016 video, stunt ass shit fucking flag disposal methods. It reminded me of that. It was fun, it was dope, and I was like, and that's when I realised I was in for a real ride this Arvo. Nothing topped that, alright? No one else shoots fucking TVs. I'm sorry to let you down. No one else shoots TVs. But, you know, there's a lot of theatrics here, and this is, you're watching a springtime moment for people who've spent a few years to varying degrees watching talking head dickheads on YouTube or Facebook Live talking to them about conspiracies and shit. Lockdowns happened, they've got scared, and that's made them go crazy with the conspiracy theories. They've been indoctrinated further, or more specifically by people like Fanos, and now they're all replicating it. Because it's everyone, every current affair watcher's peak dream to like be the one who does these videos. You know what I mean? Like, you spend so much time watching it, you keep thinking about yourself, you know, why can't I do it? Why can't I do it? And there's a big question of that. So as someone who's done these stunts before, I can recognise that these people are having, they're having the problems and they're having all the sugar rush as well of feeling like that content creator for the first time as well. And I really appreciate that Fanos has given all these strange mix of people. They're really diverse, actually. But he's given them this opportunity to sort of feel like they can be part of it. Let's watch the next video.
Mainstream media are owned by the 1%.
Holy
They're
shit.
telling us what to say and how to feel. Mainstream media, you are the virus. I will watch and listen to you no longer.
So look, she does the same thing. She takes the plugs out first. I love it. And then she gets a meat hammer, a meat tenderizer. Sorry. Yes. She's barefoot. That's not safe.
I, Leanne Stapleton, formally put the de facto Australian and state governments on notice.
Okay, so look, I got to say something. That's the only name I'll put in the video. She's all right. She's fine. I enjoyed her theatrics. Every one of these people was compelled by Fanos to dox themselves in a video. And if any of you are watching this right now, I would say to you, like, if you genuinely believe in this thing in which there's this media cabal who are trying to indoctrinate you, to give you false injections or to, roll out 5G or whatever at the other end of it, and if they're really as draconian as you think they are, what the fuck are you in videos putting your name in there for? You're fucking doxing yourself as being one of the, non-sheep people who's woken up to the fucking, to the conspiracy at hand. I love these people. I had a great time watching most of these videos. I really, really did. But you've got to think about this, guys. This guy has gotten you all to dox yourselves. And if you're one of these people and you don't know what doxing means, it means you've just identified your full name in a video along with saying, who you are and what it is that you stand for. You need to think about that, Let's look at another one.
You see these little phones?
Because we talked about diversity.
AI. I am a BI, a biological intelligence. This technology and brainwashing is nothing compared to the most powerful artificial intelligent computer you have. Your draconian methods do not frighten me. I am not scared. I stay with love.
Oh.
You cannot feed off my energy because my energy is love.
Strong love vibrations.
There you go.
Strong love vibrations while she bashes a phone. So there's a hippie vibe going on with some of them. I said before they were diverse. They really, really are. They're like a diverse bunch. Listen to this guy. This guy has some shit to tell, and this leads us to an important point about these guys. Let's go.
Enough is enough. I am sick and tired of the government and media corruption, propaganda, tyranny, and deceit.
Yeah.
You are nothing but traitors and liars, and we do not trust you.
Don't flab.
I'm sick of being lied to by the very people who are supposed to be protecting our rights.
You see, he's reading a script.
People, we should have a say and not have rules and lockdown forced upon us.
Yeah, like say he's reading a script. I recognise that. I ain't hating. That's a fucking. I've had to do that before. Earlier days and what have you. Before I got used to this jam. Like you really want to get your words right. Yeah. This is springtime. I am the content creator now. I am Fanos. This is what this is, He's nervous. He's reading a script. He's fucking got that energy, He must have done this. I reckon he had fucking 8 takes before he got this right. You know what I mean? Like, I feel it, I feel it.
and be stripped of our livelihoods. We are under mass house arrest, and it's damaging the people, children, business, and people's mental health. I've lost my job, and I was opening a business that was supposed to open months ago when the lockdown was coming into place. And we can't do that because of restrictions anymore. How do I pay my rent and bills? How do I live and support my family? I haven't seen my family in months. I haven't seen my friends. I've never felt so alone and betrayed. My kids can't go to school and get the education I pay for them. They can't even enjoy a simple day at the playground or play centre. They haven't seen their grandparents in months. They haven't seen their friends. I can only imagine the impact this is having on their little lives. Just the simple things they shouldn't have to miss out on as kids. All of this because of the fake lies and the fake news and the government are telling us.
So hang on a second.
People.
Everything he said, it's just, you know what's heartbreaking about a lot of it is that when they talk about the things that are going wrong, they're just expressing their sadness about some very real shit that, you know, I've been through some of that. Or you've been through some of what he described, I bet. Some people have been through all of it and way worse. And I agree, it's fucked, you know? And some people are hand over fist, and there's a degree to which you go, I understand, man. And then you see the things that some people do to get agency about themselves, to feel like they've got a more proactive role to play or a bit of agency in this pandemic, and then he's talking about the government doing this and the media. It's a lot easier to feel like an information truth warrior than it is to go, oh, yeah, I'm scared and I'm bored and I've got to stay at home. That shit ain't useful, you know. Compound that with fucking, you know, some of the things he's talked about. I can't see people I love, I'm lonely, I've lost my income and what have you. It fucking sucks, you know. And this is where these grifters, and I'm going to call him a grifter even though I don't hate him all that much, but he's a grifter because I know he's doing it for the sugar rush. People like Fanos, they reach in, they somehow manage to become, you know, their level of, like, I guess, you know, attention seeking puts them at the centre of this thing, and they become like a little proxy leader for a little while, and, you know, I love it, they get the sugar rush, everyone's like, oh, go on you, Fanos. But they end up leading these people who are just very understandably sad and fucking broken and unhappy down this rabbit hole, you know? I'm so conflicted about it because I don't hate them like how I hated Nazis, you know? It's not different. It's not the same at all. We need to talk about how deluded they are. But anyway, let's keep going.
Government is supposed to be there for the people and what they want and enforce that. And it's not the other way round.
Yeah.
You will not be controlled, programmed, brainwashed, and lied by the people in power, and they should all be held accountable.
Okay, bro, well, how can we hold them accountable? Tell me what's up. Tell me how we're going to do this.
This is what I think of the media.
Oh, yeah! He broke the remote. Yes! Oh, fuck yeah, we're going to light the paper up. Yeah.
Well, it won't light, but you get the picture.
I get the picture, man. Sometimes the stunts just don't go how you want them to go, you know? That's the picture. That's the picture that I fucking get. Man, you know, it's this mixture of, I'm laughing because this shit's funny, but actually a lot of them know it's funny. You know, I ain't hating, I ain't sitting here being a snob about this shit, man. I'm looking at my fellow working class Australians here going, you cunts have been fucking gooses. But, you know, I found a lot of it. I find a lot of them quite heartwarming, you know what I mean? Like that guy there, I fucking feel terrible for him. I just think his fucking shit stuff was really funny. Let's go to the next one. This guy looks a bit more middle class, hey? And we've got a series of really shit stunts in here as well. We need to cover the shit ones.
This is what I think of fake news.
Oh, fuck you. What has he got, the Australian Financial Review or something? Oh, holy shit, man. That was heavy. You're all about it. Okay, next one.
You know what I think of this? That's what I think of it.
I'm sorry, I made that too short. I don't know if you noticed that. He just goes, you know what I think of this? He's got his paper. He throws it on the ground and you can't see it. Because this their first time making videos, you know what I mean? So they're not like thinking... I know they would have had all this moment afterwards where they would have gone, oh, fuck, why didn't I do it? Oh, it's too late. I only have one copy of the paper and I better upload it because, it's 2 p.m. and Fanos said. And I've been through it all. Guys, Scouts on it. I've been through it all before with my stupid videos and shit. I've been through it all, You only get one shot sometimes. You've only got one copy of the paper. You're in lockdown, you're scared of getting in trubs. Fucking, you don't need a $1,600 fine. Can't go get another paper, you just got to let it go. You got to let it go and upload whatever it is. Let the chips fall where they're made. Next stunt.
This and this monitor, this is what it gets.
Yeah, this is what it gets.
You understand?
She's like, here's the thing. She's put a safe bit of polystyrene on the bottom of the monitor, like to protect it. Because, like, hey, listen, we're not fucking. We might be looking like we're being rebels in our video, but we've also got a house to maintain. You know what I mean? We can't fucking. What if it chips the driveway or something? You know what I mean? I really enjoy it. Let's get into this next one. There's some NQR here.
3. Now listen here, people. This here represents the tell-eye vision, okay? This here is programmed to tell you people lies.
Stop. What the fuck is that monitor? It's a fucking square. It's not. I've never seen a monitor like that. That's a fucking lie. That's a lie. No one ever watches anything on anything like that. I've never seen a square fucking monitor in my life.
So you guys don't switch on and understand the true facts of what we the people have as a lawful constitution. This here lies to people every single night.
It's fucking, yeah, it does. It lies to people every night. It's fucking weird. Look at the shape of it.
Okay? Reporters go to school, universities to lie to you people, learn how to lie to people. That's what they do as a profession, to teach you people the wrong information. Okay? This here needs to go. You need to let it go, people, and wake up. That there is what needs to happen. Okay? Now, this is...
I love it. It does need to happen, particularly to weird shit square monitors like that. I do love it how he pulls out his phone afterwards, which arguably is the source of more of the world's like informational ills than that weird square monitor will ever be. But anyway, let's move on. See, look at this. It's like an Instagram filter. Some of these videos and the people making them, they're so fresh that they just have this weird aspect to them. Like, I would never have seen I've never thought I would see a conspiracy with like an Instagram filter over it. Incredible. Let's move on. More safety in this one.
I'm making this video because I have a message for the media.
Holy shit.
We are a terrorist organization that spreads nothing but lies and misinformation. And I'm using this newspaper as a symbol of my opinion for the mainstream media.
Too many newspapers. We didn't ask for that. We asked for you to smash TVs. And hey, look, this is the second video now. The safety of a barbecue. The safety of a barbecue.
That's a message for the government.
The safety of a barbecue, and like they're always putting it on there because they're thinking about not burning everything down. I get that, but also, yeah. I don't know. Actually, you know what? He had the Herald Sun, and that's a bit of a theme in a lot of these videos. If they have a paper, they invariably have the Herald Sun. So left, right, this and that, they're all Nazis. I don't know, you know. I'm not sure they're thinking about... I don't think you should be thinking about these videos on that kind of paradigm. I just think, you know... And here's another one. This person's about to rip up a Herald Sun, and I love her. I love her. Take it away.
I don't need to say much. Fuck off, media. Fuck you all. You all talk so much shit. I'm fucking sick of it. I won't watch TV. I won't read newspapers. You should actually be burning this, but anyway.
Go 99%.
Go.
Fuck. First of all, the guy goes go 99% at the end. It's like he's cheering on a footy team. Secondly, I love her. Like I said, she's a sick cunt. You know, I don't know, she probably believes that Bill Gates is like, you know, drinking adrenochrome from black children or something, or some other cooked QAnon conspiracy. But I love her. She's great. Let's go on to the next one. This guy's a bit of a cooker. I feel like I recognise him.
We are the 99%. Now, I've got my smartphone here. It's my old phone. I'm trying to... Yeah, no, it doesn't work anymore anyway, so it doesn't matter. You get the idea. It's...
Anyway, there were some people who were bagging that guy out because he was like, they were saying he was too much of a bogan. But other people came to he rallied to his defence. And they were like, no, you did a good job. And I thought it was really heartwarming that they were also supportive of that guy. And it's quite touching and it's really informative. See, because he's come in there and that's probably his first time doing a video like that. And people are really supportive. And those social bonds that keep people supported with each other are super important to think about what incentivizes them to continue down this path, you know? He does his one little video, tries to bite his little old phone, and it doesn't work. And people are going to him, oh, you know, God bless you, I love you, you did a great job, and things like that. And that must be really, you know, reinforcing for people like that, more than lecturing them. I want to talk more about safety. Let's look at the next one.
No more lies. No more fear. Media equals manipulation. Power to the people.
Thanks for reading it out.
99%.
Yes! Okay, check it out. They put it was up against the wall, but it had a pillow behind it to keep it there. But here's the thing, though. This is next level, because I had a legit criticism of these videos earlier on. People are pulling out their old ass, Gumtree ass, fucking secondhand, sitting in the shed ass, fucking like monitors, and janky as fuck, and not you know, you're not really putting your money where your mouth is, you know. But this person, look, that's their house. That is their TV. Legit, they've just gone and bashed their actual TV. Here's another example of the same thing. Look at this guy.
Very, very wrong news they're giving us. They're misleading us. And I'd like to tell you what I think about the media. That's what I like to think about the media. That's no more TV, and I am had enough. I do not want to watch TV ever again.
That was a dope, massive fucking TV hung up on the wall, so properly installed, and he's just bashed it. And here's the heartbreaking thing about that. He forgot to actually film it. He got someone else to break it. And he didn't film the breaking of what I can only assume is a several $1,000 television. I don't even know what to I don't even know what to say anymore about some of these cunts. Speaking of people who... You know what? The stunt stunker, this is proof it's harder than it looks to do these stunts properly, you know? They're all learning that now. I guarantee every one of these people would have gone, fuck! Fanos isn't going to fucking love this. Fuck! You know, as they were uploading it. But what can you do? So I said that before about the paper. Oh, you've only got one paper. He's definitely only got one several $1,000 television hung up on the living room wall. Once you've broken it, you've broken it. That's it. You're going to let the chips fall where they may. Here's another mistaken stunt.
As for the media, no longer will we be programmed.
Yeah.
Don't even know where it's gone.
More barbecues, more safety. Look. I like this. He's ditching a Herald Sun. Put it in the barbecue. Here's the mistake he's made, though. Come on in, mate. Yep. Come on in to do your statement. Dude, we were supposed to look at the stunt. He's forgotten. But look, again, I have to just say this. I ain't hating. I love these people, actually. They're fucking great. Well, they got good energy. And can I say, have you noticed something? I haven't shared all of these videos by any means, you know, and I've only got a couple more that I'm going to share because I'm not just going to do this forever. But these people are diverse, and they are not all right-wingers necessarily. Okay? They're more diverse than most left rallies that I've fucking been to. You know what I mean? Like, they really, really are. And we ignore this shit going on here and ignore these people at our fucking peril because there's some new shit going on. You don't get to just go, they're all Nazis, you know, for your fucking opinion column or to be an expert for someone else's opinion column and then just ignore it. They're not just that. Case in point, look at this one. I love this one.
This is just beyond a joke what you've done, how you've manipulated us, how you've tried to brainwash us and you've succeeded in your fear mongering, but enough is enough, and
we're going to take a stand.
We're going to take a stand. And the first one, this is a little bit different, is burn your bra. That's it. That's what they did, the women, to get their power, and we're doing it to get our power back.
Yeah.
To get our lives back. We have been locked up, worse than jail people, you know, like people in jail have more freedom than what we do.
No, love!
Can't even go and see my dad in an aged care facility. They are disgusting.
See, okay, yeah, alright, well, obviously people don't have more freedom in jail than her, but this is a very sort of middle class take on the lockdown that you see coming from lots of people. But she's also said she can't go and visit her parents in an elderly care facility, and that's heartbreaking. It's also understandable because you're a corona gronk and you'll probably kill them, but I'm not going to take that away from her. It's heartbreaking. And she's burning her bra in videos, and I love the old chook. Fucking good on her. You know what I mean? Like, sick. This isn't as simple as it may seem. You know? They're just trying to get their stunt on. They're having a good time. You know? They're actually laughing a lot with each other. And I must say, you know, I've really got a lot of time for these people, and I can see that there's good in a lot of these people. So why have we devoted so much time to them, and why am I spending so much time looking at conspiracy cookers? Well, I've got one more video for you. Here it is.
Right, you see this, people? This is what's going to happen to all the liars in the media. It's what's going to happen to your 5G towers. And it's what's going to happen to all you scum politicians.
Okay, so he's just threatened to burn politicians and the media and 5G towers. And that's it in a nutshell, yeah? That's what happens. Whether that guy, I wasn't sure. I'll look more into that. Is that guy the manipulative, underhanded one who tries to push people further towards extremism? Maybe he's one of the Nazis. You know what I mean? Maybe he is. I don't know. But he's also evident of what happens when people who get caught up in conspiracy world get disenfranchised. See, a lot of these people in here are getting radicalised to American QAnon type schemes. You know, Donald Trump is part of a ongoing dispute against the deep state to uncover an enormous cabal of pedophilic, carnivorous Hollywood / political operatives in power who are doing their level best to thwart him. It's lunacy, but it's really, really popular. But what you can see with the Q stuff is that it's all absolute rubbish. It's never come true. It's been around for 2 or 3 years. But people get jaded, and they want to see their fantasies materialise, and then they don't. And then they, in some cases, they start taking action. If you do want to look at the white supremacist thing or the patriot movement, which again, this is that sort of springtime thing that reminds me of it a little bit, go back to start of the patriot movement. Start of the patriot movement indoctrinated people like Brendan Tarrant, who after a few years were going to act very violently on their plans, even though I have no doubt they didn't believe in that kind of stuff at the start of it. And this is what happens when you get caught up in La La Land for too long. You know? And so some of these people, whatever they believe right now, can they get radicalised towards more far-right stuff? Yes, absolutely they can. Will their exposure to a red pill QAnon type world make them more right-wing? Oh, absolutely it will. You know? So you don't have any chance of pulling people back into a more productive world where they can actually talk about some real shit. Like, for example, become useful to the community around you. Like, get involved in mutual aid. If you're worried about the employment prospects of people, then fucking lobby the government to change the way that they sort of have put the economy on hold. Expand the conditions for JobKeeper. Demand that they expand the conditions for JobSeeker. You know, we've got a government that has done what a lot of other fucking governments around the world, including in America, of course, have not done, which is to really, really try and cast out a safety net for a lot of Australians. But it hasn't considered everyone. And so they need to do more. Get involved in that stuff. Tangible, real shit. Instead of worrying about 5G, you know? But as long as there's Fanoses who are getting a sugar rush off the attention and they're willing to cultivate and to jump on the bandwagon of the conspiracies that other grifters in America are profiteering from, you know, because they like the sugar rush, they like the attention, they like audience building, then there will be a more lucrative and a more entertaining, let's admit it, because this shit's fun, pipeline for people into thinking and then maybe later on acting on some pretty lunatic stuff. But I got a lot of time for a lot of them, and I don't look down on them. I just think they're fucking really, really deluded, you know. To that Fanos guy, I would say, look, man, let's have a yarn at some point. I'm quite happy to do that with you. But you got to try and get your head back in reality, man. And this is all fantasy land shit. And you do have a respect. If you really take seriously the fact that you've got all these people paying attention to you, then you need to respect them. You need to respect how confused and scared they are right now. This is about more than you getting a sugar rush from the validation of everyone liking and sharing a video, bro. You are taking 5G and other assorted conspiracies from American stuff because you see the virality of it online, and you're then just replicating that for attention yourself, you know, because you can do a little, you know, like a dramatic shtick inside your videos. You are no more independent in that respect than any mainstream media outlet, and actually less because you've got no training in journalism or critical thinking or anything like that. You're more of a shill, unfortunately, and I'm not really trying to be all that nasty to you, but unfortunately at the moment you're playing the role of a shill harder than the worst news outlet. And believe you me, I have got no fucking time for the mainstream media. So we can have a yarn at some point, bro, if you want to talk. hit me up, get at me, you know. I'm an anti-fascist, I've done stuff with Nazi people for ages. I'm not going to sit here and say that you're a fucking Nazi or whatever, man. So feel free to have a yarn with me. If you're one of the people in any of these videos, feel free to message me and have a yarn. And I hope we see heaps more smashing TV videos. Thanks for listening, guys. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I'm on all these fucking different platforms, Twitter. And donate to my Patreon if you like the work I do. Cheers.